Hey Slashers, today we're going to take you guys for a walkthrough of all the components contained inside the new game Escape from Tall Oaks. If you didn't know, we just got it back from the manufacturers. Looks phenomenal. We're really excited to get this out to you. We also got in the Lockdown expansion, which also looks great. But for this video, we're just going to take you through the components for Escape. So let's get started. First and foremost, you have your rule book. This is a little bit bigger than the original rule book, but that's okay. I promise you, it's still as easy as the original rule book to get down with. And if you played the original game, some of the mechanics of this is already going to make sense to you, and then you'll just have to add on the new mechanics that are pertain to this game. As well as a rulebook, we also have a quick reference guide for both special unique roles as well as just kind of a checklist for what you need to do to complete the game. We know with the Black Mass expansion, we included one of these and everyone said it was really helpful, so we thought we'd include this also with this game. Next, we have your player profile cards. There's 8 players, so you'll have 8 of these, or not 8 players, but 8 characters to choose from. So you'll have 8 of these to choose from. For this example, I'm going to show you Kimmy's. You have on here the special ability for the character, so it's right there on your card, as well as just a few funny details to give a little backstory to the character. And then with that, we also have 6 player stations, which instead of knives this time, since we're playing as kids, you're gonna have rulers. And on the rulers, you'll notice there's 4 green markings and 2 red markings. This is your health during the game, but if you get down to just the last 2 markings, the red markings, it's going to mean that you can no longer roll with both dice because at that point you're injured. So you'll either have to heal to get back to rolling with both dice, or you could end up dead. So real quick, I'll just show you how to put this together. You'll take your health pegs, just like in the old game, only this time they're green. You put those into the slots. And if you notice, it's sitting flat on the table. I'm not pushing these through, I'm just lightly dropping these in. So we'll put these in real quick. Then take my card, and there's a slit right in the top of this. And I just put it into that slit. And then that's it. It's set up and ready to go. Looks really nice. And that's how you'll keep track of your character while you're playing. Besides that, we of course have all 8 characters that come inside the game, each with their own stand. We have the Souvenirs. There's 42 of these total in the game, inside the box, and you'll need to collect 5 of these to win the game, as well as complete some tasks. We've got the dice that come with the game. There's 3 action dice. You'll use those for fighting or defending or running away. You'll have your movement dice, which we had just discussed. You'll have 2 to roll with to start with, but as the game progresses, if you get injured or hurt, you'll only be able to roll with 1. And then we have a new dice for the game. It's a search dice. And on it you have 3 unique symbols. Some there's more of than the others. You have the magnifying glass, which is for search. So if you roll it, you successfully search and you can find a supply card in an empty location or after successfully rescuing someone. You roll the no symbol, and that means you get nothing. Or you can roll the ear icon or noise icon. And if you roll enough noise or make enough noise in the game, you're going to call out our slashers, which will be the next thing I can show you from the game. Over here we have the 3 slasher profile cards, the 3 slasher characters, as well as the slasher meter. This token is used for tracking, and this meter is used for tracking. And basically what you'll do is every time a noise is made, you'll move it onto the meter for the first one, and then as soon as you guys make up to 4 noises, it's going to activate the slasher, and that slasher is immediately going to move to whoever makes that last noise. And then as the game progresses, you'll reset it, it'll restart, etc., etc. But you'll go through all 3 of these characters as the game progresses. So there'll be certain characters during certain phases of the games that'll be coming to get you and attack you. And then of course we have the order that the legend is last. You of course can switch this order up as to your willing, but it is cool to have the legend be the last one since he can really kick the shit out of you. The other things we have in the box are the task tokens. There's 4 of these. There's a yellow side and a green side. And basically, as you progress through the game and complete tasks, you're going to flip these over. And when all of them are green, all tasks have been completed. And then that's going to lead to another phase of the game. We also have, of course, 4 task cards. These are specific to locations, and basically you'll be, as you progress through the game, besides rescuing people, you're going to be trying to complete these 4 tasks in the order that they are. And by completing them, you'll unlock basically the final part of the game, where you guys can attempt your escape. We have our extra souvenir tokens over here. We have all of our cards for this game, which there are 4 decks. One deck is very small. These are dealt at the start of the game, and they're dealt without you ever looking at them because they range from easy to very hard, and these are called the final scenes. And basically, everyone gets one of these, and they have markers on top to keep track of the scene tokens as you rescue people. So basically, once you get to 5, you'll be able to flip your card over and know where your last location is, where you're going to have to make your final rescue. And what goes with this is actually your final scene token. And so what you'll do is this rescue token will be placed inside that location, so you know where you're going at the end. But again, you'll only reveal this at the end once you've rescued all your people, not beforehand. We then have our supply cards here. These are new to the game. You guys are going to love these. So basically, this now gives people weapons to use throughout the game, or supplies to get health back. But the fun part is that sometimes when you're searching, you might draw a card within this deck that calls out the slasher or things of that nature. Everyone starts with a baseball bat, and then as the game progresses, you can get new weapons, lose weapons. But the cool part about this game is because you're playing as kids, you're not really slashers who could just kill someone with your bare hand. Because you're playing as kids, you always have to have a weapon in hand in order to perform a rescue, or a lot of times to defend yourself. So if you lose weapons and you don't have anything, you become a walking target during the game. Much like the old game, we're going to have our chance cards, our bonus tracks. They're a little different looking this time, so you'll be able to tell them apart from the original deck, because you should never be mixing the decks. This is a brand new game. It works on its own. But when you guys play together, you might want to need to keep track. So on this deck, we have it being an A side, and of course there's blood on it. But even more so, unlike blood being on the back of the card, we now have bubble gum since we're dealing with kids. So this will be a cool little treat for people when they're playing through the game. Lastly, your guys' favorite part of the game is always the killer scenes. Only this time they're a little different. They've got a green horror marker sticker on them just so you can tell, and some blood just so you can tell them apart from the other deck. But also, the big difference is going to be that these cards, you're performing rescues in this game, or you're defending yourself against other monsters in the game. You won't be killing people in this game. And then the other thing we have inside the box are these supply tracker tokens. You'll basically grab these as you get weapons that have a certain amount. So when the game starts, you'll get the baseball bat and have 2 of these. And you can use those instead of rolling, or you can combine it with a roll. But basically, as the game progresses, you'll be grabbing more of these or subtracting them from your hand based upon the supplies you have in hand. And that should do it. Oh, you know what? There is one more piece to the game. We have these Helipad tokens, and these go down at the end. Well, once all the tasks have been completed, this gets put in the center of the board, and basically people will know this is where you go to escape. But we have 2 of them in here because when you combine the boards, we want to make sure that you can have a helipad on each board when you're playing. So that should actually do it for the unboxing, and kind of just walking through some of the components so you guys get a preview of what's to come with the game. Again, we should be getting this game in late winter, or not late winter, but late December, and then we should start shipping them out to you guys. And then people can, of course, go to efto.backerkit.com if you want to pre-order the game, or just go to mixtapemassacre.com, and we have pre-order options there. But again, this and the expansion look great. We're really, really excited to get this out to you. We couldn't be happier with the quality of the game and the new components. And we're really looking forward to you guys trying to escape from Tall Oaks. So see you later, Slashers.